Alright, so I just bought this plugin called Procedural Generation Grid for Unity. I know, I'm still using Unity. But anyways, I was wondering how can I create something that will, like dungeon or randomly generated maps, and I thought that this should do the work just fine. But unfortunately, I wasn't really reading or able to find any tutorial that clearly, easily explains on how you can achieve that using absolute bare minimum of your asset. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how, and also for the sake of my own documenting my project, I'm gonna show you how to achieve that. So if you see right here, I've already created this, let's say, a very simple map. Now, if you wanna see how it will look, you might want to go to the end of the video. I'm just gonna go quickly through the process that is required. So the first thing that you need is the field designer. Now for the field designer is just simply a set of rules for the map that you're gonna generate. Okay, I'm gonna hide my own map and then I'm gonna show how it will look. And as you can see, I'm gonna hide my own. And as you can see, this is my field. It's just basically sets of rules on how you can create your room. You got your walls, you got your floor, you got your whatever you need to. Now, I'm not gonna go explain on how you can achieve this. There are the official tutorial has already covered it, but what I'm gonna cover is how you can create. Let's say I want to have enemy that will generate, or maybe a set of checkpoints for the enemies to teleport in case I want my enemy to chase me. Say in a horror game, it might actually be useful. And also, you also need a goal or exit door or whatever you call it. You need a destination for your map, obviously. So of course you need something like exit door, and you need to create it right on the field. Okay, so you need to create two things in the field, which is something for the spawner and also for the exit. Don't create those things anywhere else but the field. I've been having so much hours spent just trying to figure out where should I create those two things. Okay, I believe I've covered this enough. So let's say I've created the field. The next thing that you want to create is an empty game object for holding your level design. So then you create one, then inside of it, well, it obviously is just a preference, but for me, I create an empty object and then I create inside of it as a child. I create add a game object, and I also add a build planner executor. So this is the next step after we created field designer. We create a set of rules on how we can create the room. What this build planner will do is simply just telling us how you can create your how to say this, your map. Let's see. Okay, this is how it will look like generally. If we add this, and then we'll go to here, go to window, where is it? Possible creation, build planner, field designer. These two things you can open it from here. Okay, so you can use this field planner to tell the PGG to generate. Okay, I want to create a randomly generated maps with sets of rules such as the branch length, the target branch, and etc. So if I use next break view, it will actually tell us, okay, so this is how the room, not the room, sorry, the entire layout, or the what is it called, the build plan will look. And then for each of the block, it will implement the field that we have created. So that is how it pretty much uh, sums up. So yeah, that's all you need. Now that if you got these two things covered, the field and the build, now you can go back to your empty game object, go to your the child, and you can add build planner executor, select the preset of the build planner, and then for this you can choose your field. Now it will finally start to connect each other, and then all you need to do is just press generate objects, and voila. Make sure also the scale is set to 1, otherwise it will end up in a very huge mess, as I've experienced. Don't do that, okay? Make sure that the scale is 1, and then you can press generate, and there you go. Now this is the first step on creating the randomly generated maps. Okay, that's the first step of the puzzle. The second one is actually generating two things. The first one is how we can create nav mesh for your AI to easily navigate the maps that you have created. Of course, you need nav mesh for many reasons, for AI and many other. Well, most of the time it's just for AI, but to create these, you need to actually go here and then add run after generating the nav mesh surface. Sorry, you need to create an empty game object, and you can add nav mesh sorry, you go to the, I believe it should be in here. Sorry, I'm not sure if I remember. Okay, oh, here we go. Nav mesh surface, you can create one, then you will generate this this game. I'm not sure if this game object, but you will act as a tool for generating your nav mesh map. Right, so you create one, go back to the level, and then in here you press this icon with the whatever this icon is. You select your nav mesh surface, and then you go to the function, select for the nav mesh surface, and then build nav mesh, and there you go. Now with this, you also need to press generate on start, and then press this 3D flexible generators, and then you press the randomness if you want to generate it randomly, or if you want to use it, you just uncheck it. But what's important is actually these two things. The first one is generate on start. Generate on start will mean that if you want to set generated randomly, generate on start will actually generate the map right at the beginning, instead of not generating instead of using the already existing map. And then why we need to press this flexible generator is, to be honest, I haven't really found out why, but for some reason if I don't press this one and I generate it, the walls will not appear. I'm not gonna press it, I'm not gonna show you how. I'm gonna show you later, but just trust me, you might need this. Okay, right, so that's all you need for the game object that you've created. Now inside of the game object, you need this thing called grid painter. Now in this grid painter there are several things that, well, let's say you can utilize. The first one is just utilizing a function in your game or whatever it is to, let's say I want to move my player to move in a spawn point, and then I can also move my AI enemy to move into a certain designated points in here. This is probably a very specific issue for me. I'm not sure if you guys have experienced it, but for me, I was having quite a lot of issue on when I should trigger my function to where is it? When to trigger this function, which is basically just okay, just transform the position to the generated prefabs from the generated randomly generated item, because there are some conditions where my code just doesn't work, because it turns out the level just doesn't get generated right when my function is getting called. So that's why we need to run after generating, which will actually just generate the function right after. Wait, wrong. All right, sorry, I was wrong. All right, actually, you don't need that. You don't. All you need is just this function to generate the FMS for the two function that will find the designated point for the player and the enemy. I actually just set it on the start function, the start method, instead of calling it in this, because guess what? I did not press the generate on start. I did once try to press generate on start. Turns out it becomes massive error. I don't want it. So let's just take this out and then we'll see how this will look. Alright, let's play the game that I just created. Hopefully nothing goes wrong, because usually. Right, so this is my horror game that I created. Right, this AI has generated right on the spot where I wanted to use sets of blocks that I use it as a spawner. I use block on the grid to indicate where did I put my spawner. If I put the flashlight on the enemy, it will max out. Because otherwise it will be incredibly difficult for me to debug the game. Honestly, I'm having quite a lot of issues. Alright, so this is the exit. Go to the next level. As I've mentioned, you need the goal, and this is the next level. As you can see, the next level is the same. I didn't move from the original scene. I just load. What the fuck? Oh no, no, I need to. Oh, that's the door. I need to go in there. Alright, I'm gonna do. Sorry guys, you guys see, but yeah, this is I just want to show you how the game works. Alright, go to the next level. We'll generate a whole random maps. And as you can see, the code is working. So all you need to do is just add an map mesh right on the empty game object that I've mentioned, and that's it. The rest for the player position starting, and for the NPC, whatever it is, whatever function that you want, you can adjust it right on the function itself. Start, whatever it is. Like, you want to set the spawner, you can do it right on the code, right on your code. So should it's fine. So I'm gonna just pause the game. As you can see, the whole map has changed based on from the player planner that we've created, and also from the player center that we've created. So that's all you need to create the uniquely generated maps using these. What is it called? Using this procedural generation grid. Okay, hopefully it can help you guys. I don't know, maybe. I'll see you in the next video, I guess. Thank you.